Toxic relationships more fun?
I feel like toxic relationships are more fun. I was with somebody who gave me everything, was good to me, let me like do whatever I want whenever I wanted. I felt empty like inside. I felt lonely. I felt empty. I felt like a hole inside of me. But I feel like now, you know what I'm saying, my man's a little toxic and stuff.
Not this again. Imagine having a good man in your life and that's still not enough. Man, welcome back to another episode of the Ruling Class Podcast. And of course, I'm your host, Didi, back up in this bitch with another video. And look, today we're going to be asking the very controversial question, are toxic relationships more fun? Right? And there were two individuals that talked about it on the show, so we're going to be reacting to that today for today's show. But before we get into it, you know, I'm still super thirsty to grow and to drink some of this water. So you can help me out by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. That's it. You just got to hit that little like button. That's all I ask. And just hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a video. I'm going to give you a second to do that to help me out. All right. Let's see what they're talking about.
Toxic relationships more fun?
I feel like toxic relationships are more fun. I was with somebody who gave me everything, was good to me, let me like do whatever I want whenever I wanted. I felt empty like inside. I felt lonely. I felt empty. I felt like a hole inside of me. But I feel like now, you know what I'm saying, my man's a little toxic and stuff, but the sex is good. And yeah, I just feel more emotionally connected to that person because we go through certain things and then we make up, you know? So it's like, it's pretty toxic.
So you like bad guys?
No!
Yeah, I mean, that's what it sounds like. You said you had a man, right? He was good to you, right? He helped teach you certain things and everything was good, but you still felt it was like an emptiness there. It was like lack of passion or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? But then now, the bad guy, you know, he more like he's going to give you the drama. I think, do you think that like you're attracted to drama, like you want the drama in your life?
I really don't think that though.
Well, I do. Listen, this is one of the biggest reasons why one of my degrees is in psychology. I wanted to study the human mind. I wanted to study why people, not only, you know, what people did, but I wanted to know the reasoning behind why people made some of the decisions that they made, including women, right? A lot of modern women, a lot of their thinking when they go into things is just baffling to me, right? So if you notice, a lot of the times when she started off her sentences, one of the first things she was saying almost every time was what? I feel like. Women are really big on emotions. And this just drives me nuts because when you hear women like this talk and they say things like, I feel like toxic relationships are more fun. That's delusion, right? Because what a lot of women do, a lot of modern women do, is they confuse dysfunctional toxicity as passionate and as normal, right? And as sexuality, right? They kind of tie it up together and they kind of almost put that stuff all in the same category, and it's not. It's a delusion.
I don't think I'm attracted to drama.
Well, you just said but you say your man that you with now is more toxic than the man that you was with, but this man brings is it more exciting to you? Is it like, tell me, like, what do you think it is? Let's dive deep in this. Tell me, talk to me, like, tell me what you mean, like what it is, like, is it, you know, obviously he do things differently than it's something that's keeping you. It's
definitely the passion. Like, it's definitely like I feel alive. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, when you wake up, is it like a difference? Like, if you wake up and you feel like, all right, what I'm going, like, I don't know what today is going to bring. What the other one?
No, I think I feel more connected. Like I said, because we have gone through more things, more emotionally. Yeah, more. Well, no, but
that's what it is.
Yeah,
you
like
went through more drama.
Things emotionally, and then we make up, so it just make us feel like we closer. You know what I mean?
So is it the makeup sex that you are addicted to? That so you like the drama, so you can have makeup sex? Like,
No, that's a part of it, but
Could-
that's not all of it. Like, I just feel close to the person, closer to the person than what I did, even to the person that I was with in a longer stretch or period of time. You get it?
So
I still felt disconnected from that person because it was like not much emotionally going on. Yeah, how do you feel about toxic relationships?
my nigga side of me loves it.
Why y'all love it though? That's really what I want to know. Why
However,
do niggas
I
love
know-
toxic? Why?
However, I know better, but even when knowing better, like as you said, I think that the mentality on the way, I think the past, growing up and watching past traumas or having traumas, I'm so addicted to, or I should say, it's like I think that this is normal.
This is what kills me. So there was this study that was conducted a while ago on I believe chimpanzees, right, about dopamines, right, and the experiment basically showed that I believe the chimpanzees will pull a lever, I believe every 10 times, and they will be given a treat, right? But once they were stopped giving it a treat after every 10 times. Their dopamine shot through the roof because of the unpredictability factor, right? They were uncertain when they were going to get it. So in other words, this experiment showed that when something is predictable, it's boring, right? It's expected. But once you don't know what's going to happen, you don't know when you're going to get something, you don't know when it's going to come, it shoots your dopamine through the roof and it makes you feel more almost eager, right? So that kind of ties over to humans, into modern day relationships, because people feel like there's nothing wrong with being exciting, with wanting excitement. But I think the problem is, once again, they're tying all that together. Excitement and toxicity does not necessarily coincide, right? It does not have to go together. And a relationship can be exciting without the toxic nature, right? A relationship, like she said, that we go through things and drama and then we come together and we're closer. Well, all relationships go through things, right? All relationships, marriages, engagements, girlfriend, boyfriend, no matter what stage you're in, you're going to go through your quote unquote trials and tribulations, but it doesn't have to be toxic. Men, I'm telling you now, stay away from women like this, man, because I'm going to tell you what women like this typically do. Women like this will create problems, right? They will create issues within a relationship just to get a reaction out of you, right? They'll break your things, steal something from you, stay out all night, text other guys, entertain other guys, just to see what your reaction will be like. Do you want to be taken through something like that? Do you want a woman in your life like that? Right? Because she feels like, let me create, this is boring, right? Everything's going perfect, right? He has a great job. He's treating me right. Let me stir something up. Let me stir up the pot and see if I can add some excitement to this relationship. When in reality, that's just a lack of communication. You can just have a conversation with your boyfriend, have a conversation with your husband, and just tell him, hey, babe, I feel like things are predictable. Things are kind of boring and steadfast. I like to spice some stuff up, right? There's other ways to do it than this toxic thing. He spoke about witnessing it when he was younger, and now he sees it as normal. Here's the problem with a lot of us. We'll see something growing up, and then we'll see the good of it, right? We'll see how they kind of make like fight their way through it, and then they're smiling together and they're still together afterwards. Let's say we have a mom and her husband, our dad or something, in a relationship, and then they fight and they make up, and we see that side of it. But what we're not seeing is when our mom is going to counseling. We're not remembering when that man put his hands on that woman, right? We're not remembering how bad it got for her, her mental health and the long-term effects, as well as sometimes the short-term effects. We forget about all of that just to make ourselves feel better in the moment. And that's the mistake we make in these relationships.
Are you gonna marry? Would you marry a woman you like that you have a toxic, exciting relationship with?
No, I would never marry a woman that I have a toxic. But however, it's satisfying a side of me that I grew up watching my whole entire life. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So, but I know better. So the reason why I won't marry it because I know better. So, dealing with someone, knowing that it's toxic, knowing that, we always in arguments, whole 9 yards. Like I at one point in my life, like I thought that was what a relationship supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying? Until now, I don't want to deal with that type of drama, but it is. I understand the drama, the passion behind it. You in your mind psychologically, you think that if this person ain't treating you or acting a certain way that this person don't love you, which is the dumbest thing that I ever.
I be thinking that. I was thinking that. I'm like, why this guy let me fly out whenever I want? He pay for all my hotels when I'm in Miami with my friends. He must not love me. Like, no, that's really how I felt. Like, I felt like he don't have no passion for me. Like, you know what I mean?
Because he just allowed you to do whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah, he was never jealous. He ain't ever care. He paid for all my trips.
Why would you want a man to be jealous though? What do you get? Would you get a kick out of that or something?
No, it's not a kick out of a man being jealous, but it's like, if you passionate about something, you protect it, whether it be your business, your car, like your home. Like, if you have a level of passion for it, you're gonna protect it, or be like, you know what I mean? You're not just gonna let everyone drive your whip. You're not gonna let everyone come over your crib. You know what I mean?
I definitely agree. I definitely agree on that part. But are you trying to create situations for him to be jealous?
Oh no, I'm not like that. No, I don't do that.
But you just think that he should have been a little bit more attentive or protective of you. In other words, you want your man to have some type of control.
That's why he a man, yeah.
I mean, we live in an age that a lot of women be from here saying, that's a toxic relationship is a man that's in control of his relationship nowadays. Like, if you see it, you hear a lot of women saying that, he too controlling. Like, I like someone who do take control. I do. Like, I don't mind it. Like, like. What do you see in a man that's in control, like a man that's willing to lead or take control? You know, so you like a leader. So you like your man say, babe, don't throw that on. You're doing too much now. Yeah. You like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
do you think, buy me the stuff you want me to throw on?
Well, but that's what you say. Like, buy me. All right. 100%.
And I'm gonna throw it on, and I'm never gonna throw that on no more.
Boom. And if you notice at the very beginning, she mentioned how, she said toxic. How do you feel about toxic and exciting relationships? You see what she did there? She put both of those things together as if they're one. No. Try again, sweetheart. I caught on to that. How do I feel about toxic relationships, or how do I feel about exciting relationships? You're not going to group those in together as if we all see it the same, because we don't, right? I can have an exciting relationship without being toxic. The woman that I'm with can be involved in this relationship, and it can be exciting without it being toxic, right? But let me be clear. I do agree with her, though. I do agree that a man shouldn't just want his woman to just travel and do whatever, see whoever, give her all sorts of money, go on these trips, and never question anything. A man shouldn't want his woman to feel like he doesn't care what she's doing or who she's with. Absolutely not, right? A man should show that he's in control. A man should show that he loves and he values his woman. And you're not doing that when you're just sending her, she's just out all times of the night with her friends. You're never questioning anything. I don't recommend having a relationship like that, because yes, you can trust your significant other, absolutely, without sweating about what they're doing, but there has to be an understanding. And it sounds like there's not an understanding here. It sounds like this is a relationship where she's just taking money from this man, and he's almost like a sugar daddy, right? He's just pleasing her, but he's not committing to showing her in other ways that he actually care about her, right? And it's more ways to do that than just buying her stuff, giving her stuff. So I agree with her there. I wouldn't be in a relationship like that. Me and my significant other, we're going to have an understanding, right? Her and I are going to sit down. We're going to, all right, listen, I'm not necessarily the jealous type, but listen, I do care about who you're with and what you're doing with that person, right? I am a one woman, one man, type relationship. I do believe in monogamy. So if we're going to have this understanding, we have an understanding. So when you're out, I'm going to text you, see how you're doing, see who you with, like what you got going, but not like on some like following you type deal. It just has to be an understanding there, because I care about your safety, right? And I care about this relationship, right? And reciprocity. What I give, I expect in return. That's how I feel about this. But gentlemen, I'm gonna tell you this now. Men who have something going in their life never go for women like this. And I think a lot of women make that mistake. They think that men want women like this. No, we don't. If you see a man with a woman like this, I guarantee you almost always across the board, it's going to be that sexual component, and that's going to be majority of the relationship, if not all of the relationship. But this is not going to be a type of woman that a man has something going in his life, whether that be academically, whether that be a business. You're not gonna see him with a woman like this. I guarantee you that. They want a woman with more class, a woman with more self-respect, a woman who's not toxic, right? A woman that respects him and his time and values his brand, right? Who he is as a person. So, gentlemen, I highly recommend that you stay away from women like this. Until next time, peace.
Oh yeah, Diddy got a podcast.